Shalom, watch your family monetize.
Shalom, Soldier Enoch.
But you know the what about Israel united in Christ? Your Bible church and the Corner Bible, you know. You record John chapter 8, verse 32.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Bible is so obehu no corner, na no corner me abemo you free. And that day no corner ben ye Bible try ebeboy ama yen nuamo Ghana for are free. And the Bible church interracial marriage. Say Bible no ma a home kwan say yen Ghana for na Israelites no. As here worry other nations no. Which is here that they Ghana for be ma worry Africans for, even ma worry Chinese for, even ma worry Akosi Broni, even ma worry other nations no munya Israelites no. Then the Bible ni me ahwe say Bible no ma a home kwan say yen Israelites no. As here worry other nations. Na na say ni kwan say worry other nations no. Into you be Genesis chapter 1 verse 4. Ni ahwe Nyamupon esha se bo bibia no se ochiche bibia ma na so anyeche bibia because amanfo be free say Nyamupon enye racist by be say Bible no church Nyamupon ye racist and also enye racist. And then they call Genesis chapter 1 verse 4.
The book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 4. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness.
So Nyamupon bo ehan no Oche ehan no any esum no oche mu mienu so until fisiase no kwa Nyankopon ehia ase bo bibia no ocheche bibia mu. Verse 6.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 6. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so.
And Nyankopon ebo enso no kwa no. So Bible neka say firmament a search skies ewiem. So akosibo no co space right. Heavens when Nyankopon ebo skies are divided a straw any yen asase so e wo no nti. So oko space space one out oko no e how you cold space one how you very cold. So until space one so enso until Nyankopon bo skies no say the skies near the ewiem say the ewiem e be divided so na e wo a straw no any so na e wo asase eso no. And if it has any kind of puncher say, Amra or Shasi Bo Bibiano or Chiche or Chiche BBM, one can be beer armum, said your or high and or sabo sumno. You know, divided and high a free asumno. Yampo Bo Bibiano or Chiche BBM. Yanko verse 14.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years.
So until Nyankopon so ball lights you know ball sun or ball moon or ball stars no or you che bibia mu. So we see na o hwa abonti this year na awia awo awia ato moon no anyho. Obo say nyumre na the stars na aba na stars no so amade amahan. Enti mfiti ase Nyankopon bo bibia no ojeche bibia mu wan ka bibia amu. In say because Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 10. Ni ahwa asema Bible no kan ewo.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 10. And thou shalt not plow with an ox and an ass together.
O hwet yana na numbers na omode no man say cow and I say ox. Most of the yashom konom de do assassin so. Nyankopon say Samuel no kwa kache na nanom say the muntimi enye sa yana na numbers so ye farming na we use to ox and answer ox so no more aye de ado assassin so Nyankopon say the muntimi momo enye sa untimi nko emsam emoni minu mbom emomo enye sa ese omo mumu we de emu e bia so be so use ox no use ox so be so use ass no use ass untimi nko mumum.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 11. Thou shalt not wear a garment of diverse sorts, as of woolen and linen together.
So Bible no crutch says atado kwa na abehye na say a cotton na say 100% cotton. So yentade e hye Bible no say ntade e say ye hye no eni kwan say bia watade na ha say ye linen na ha say ye wool. Untimi nya sa untimi nka linen no wool emmo untimi nka different fabrics emmo and the empomatade hye. Say cotton na obehye say watade e behye no. If say top na behye say cotton. Say linen and say linen. So in the Bible if it has Nyankopon bo bibia no cheche bibia mu wan ka bibia mu. E bia beka say samre no nya de Nyankopon asem no asesan. Yen hwese Nyankopon osesan na so onsesan. Yen kom Malachi chapter 3 verse 6. Me sure say me nyam Ghana fo bibre bedwen say Nyankopon asem na twem na say Nyankopon osesan. Yen hwese Nyankopon osesan na so onsesan.
The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not.
Read that again.
For I am the Lord, I change not.
Alright, so Bible name yet so ni Nyankopon there on sesa.
Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Ebi obi beka say Israelites no ayetete no omunya asase so biem. But Bible so ni Nyankopon sesa na ye Israelites no enya de ye be say. So until no chese yen Ghana for ni still Israelites ni ye wo ho. Until say yen hwese Nyankopon bo nipa no ogiche nipa mu anaso angiche nipa mu. Yen ko Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 8 and 9.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 8. When the Most High divided the nations,
read it again.
When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Enti Nyankopon ebo wiase nyina no a o hwehwe mo inheritance ma o mo no. O yusu yen Israelites na dey, o yusu yen Israelites na dey, o di ye bibia.
For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
So enti Nyankopon ebo nipa nyina no, ono Nyankopon o yusu yen Israelites no, see yen ne inheritance. Other nations on or the omo Nyankopon emo. So until yen Israelites ye Nyankopon inheritance, until Nyankopon dey echiche nipa mu, abra Nyankopon bo nipa nyina no. O giche nipa mu. Other nations no mu nyina omo dey omo Nyankopon. We Chinese for omo Buddha. We Indian for omo Christian na omo won sa bebre no. Akwasi bro ni ono so dey any signs. So Nyankopon dey ewiase enipa nyina dey o dey omo Nyankopon mo omo nyina. Yen Israelites ye Nyankopon ho ono Nyankopon bo so ni asase. I hope so what I say. Sabuku ye friend on Apocrypha. King James 16:11 no na e ka ho bi. But akwasi bro ni dey eyi free my bra almost translated Bible no by English no. Sabuku ne ka about neither Jew nor Greeks and as Gentiles and kwasuma ye nananom eko mu Greeks. Sabuku ne kira wasema wa tepo and church no asiye. In see can I say Ecclesiasticus chapter 17 verse 17.
The book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 17 verse 17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth he set a ruler over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion.
So enti Nyankopon ebo wiase nya no divide o chiche enipa mu no. Onu Nyankopon den yen o choose yen Israelites no. Nyankopon the portion ne yen Israelites no. So other nations no mo wo Nyankopon o mo som no. Akwasibo no osom ne den osom ne science. Akwasibo ni Nyankopon ne wan. On ne den science. Chinese for ne den anyone. Omo den Buddha. Indians for almost Nyankopon ne almost sa Christian no. So until if you say we no bia den obi omo Nyankopon omo som no. Islam for Arab for omo Nyankopon wan. Omo Nyankopon stone no omo som no. So until if you say we no obi omo Nyankopon wan de omo som no. Yen Israelites ni Nyankopon ho ono Nyankopon. Ti Nyankopon bo wiase no ogiche nipa mu wan kenipa amu. I hope so what you say. Ebi abeka se won sema ye ken enye ne kre. Yen hwe the Bible ne ka se Nyankopon. Yen hwe se Nyankopon ni other nations ni endili and as ni other nations no endili. Yen ko Psalm chapter 147 verse 19.
Book of Psalms chapter 147 verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation.
Read that again.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
So, Bible ekuta yen ya. Sa Bible no Nyankopon den anfa ma ewiase ma no nyina. O de man yen Israelites ne nko a. So until yen ye boni a, yen na Nyankopon punish ye no because o hwe Ghana ye situation ye o ma. Because ye boni ntina de Ghana ye ho twere. Enye bibia ntia ye boni ntia na den ye ho twere. Se ye de akwasibro ni ye, se ye de Chinese ni ya, we nyina ye normal de ye boni ye tie Nyankopon. Ntina Ghana se yen Israelites na ye ho twere. Ye nyo African Americans for ye Hispanics for munna ewiase munna ye Israelites ye ho twere. Because Nyankopon asem no, ne mrasem no de mayensi ye ni so. So ntina wo hwe other nations na omo nyina ye okay. Akwasibro ni ye okay, Chinese ni ye okay. Europeans for me okay. But yen before no, yen Israelites no, I want you kwan de ye come because ye need Nyankopon asem so. Because Nyankopon the nasem no my yen Israelites no kwan farm any other nations.
The book of Psalms chapter 147 verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgments unto Israel.
So until sa Bible ekuta you know. Sa Bible na e how I said yen Israelites na den. Ye and mra see this one and no man kwan say ye. Sa Bible Nyankopon wan fa ma any other nation or the my yen Israelites na nko. So until yen wo hwe yen Israelites na yen Israelites no obia ehun chire no. Yen yo mo Guatemala mo ho chire mo Panama, Puerto Rico, Ghana, Togo, Nigeria, America as so say baby yen Israelites no obia no ahon chire nkwa na yen nyina yekom adentia because Nyankopon asem no de my no or the my yen Israelites no nko fa ma any other nations.
He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known him. Praise ye the Lord.
So until sa assembly, Nyankopon amfa sa assembly ama any other nation. Or the my young Israelites nko and the judgments no. So we boni a obo adwaman a nya oni Nyankopon be obekum. O kan Bible na Bible no say boni aka kire ne de owo. So young Israelites ye boni a Nyankopon atwe so. Ohwe the other nations ni ye na akosi boni ye. Enipa akosi boni ku no akosi boni baga na obese gold ko. Oba obese na nam konko asmo repue na nam okunku ye na nam ni ye na man ye na mema. Ye nua mema. So ni akosi boni ye no up to now Nyankopon atwe na so. So I didn't tell because as a Bible ni Nyankopon amfa ma akosi boni na wan fa ma Chinese ni or the my young Israelites ni nko. I hope so what entina young Israelites ni ahotwe nkwa na yekom no. Entina akosi boni ntimi ku ye nua African Americans and so ye nyomu bibia police need to me ku ye nua African Americans ba ye court no e dey asem dem ma wan e dey asem dem akosi boni. So because akosi boni obetimi e boni bia ba Nyankopon entwena so adentia because Bible Nyankopon afa ma akosi boni. Bible bi nuko wi atofe kra na police ni betimi atweto aku. So because asem no asem Bible ni Nyankopon de my Israelites nko a e bia be say Nyankopon osesa and I say eno yetete no yen hwese Nyankopon osesa na so osesa yen koma Malachi chapter 3 verse 6.
The book of Malachi chapter 3 verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
So Nyankopon so ni Nyankopon osesa da because invitation no Nyankopon o chiche ni pemu. No chiche ni pemu no o choose yen Israelites no de na asem e ma yen Israelites no afa ma ni nyina. And to baby say bia o eno yetete asem na yen kenya tete asem na yen because Nyankopon so no Nyankopon osesa yen nipa na yesesa. So yen nipa ye bibia the feelings oh when Nyankopon ba mo ewiase nyina Yesu ba ma ewiase nyina ba Bible na nkyere sa. Bible na nkyere say Yesu ba ma hwan Israelites ne nko a wa ma other nations no. So yen nipa e de yesesa ba no Nyankopon osesa. I hope so what you say. And say ye ba be hwe laws na e kan afa interracial marriage no e kan fa say Ghana for e say yen Ghana for Israelites na say worry Africans na say ni kwan say worry Africans na akosi boni na Chinese no. Chinese for no ye ba be hwe laws na Bible no kan fa interracial marriage no. And then say Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
And Nyankopon ka kire abra Nyankopon soma Moses so onko ye nananu firi nkoasom no. Okoyi ye nananu firi nkoasom no. Omo laws ne commandments say omo ndi so emransem so omo ndi so. Omo Pentecost, omo Methodist, omo Baptist, omo laws omo ndi so. So until laws na Nyankopon de ma ye nananu no. Oka kire Moses on kan kire nananu say yen ye di na asem ne so a ono Nyankopon obeshrai na afa so enipa omo asase su nyina no ye be hye omo nyina yen hwe emrasem Nyankopon de ma yen say yen Israelites na say yen Ghana for no see di so a ye be hye enipa omo asase su nyina yen ko Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5 ne hwe emrasem ba ko a Nyankopon de ma yen say ye di so a yen Israelites na say yen Ghana for no ye be hye enipa omo asase su nyina yen ko Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5 and 6.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
So Nyankopon ka che Moses on kan che se be bia be ko bia na se ono Nyankopon asem na ese edi so. See a bar make a corner, say you didn't know passum so. Your coach and you didn't know upon assent, so maybe a book be ano, as you this young passum or the Mayan, or the Mayan and Anonum. As you did so.
Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
So, and to ensure Bakwa, El Bible man, but Yampaka said, didn't sense you benyano, and it said, and it said, if you are seeing Yabu say, young Israelites, you need one answer. They say, young share and Rabba could be ma, Yampon de Maya, see, Nasam Swa, young Israelites, no, you bet you are say, you been chef for Yampon, and after so. Now, first, you bet you any per as Asusuna, Yanko Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Verse 3. Let's start from verse 3.
Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
So, until Bible church say, and you can see a worry other nations, no. And you can see a worry will be on your Israelite name. You ain't Ghana for, and you can see a worry Africans, no. You ain't Ghana for, and you can see a worry Akasibuni, and you can see a worry Chinese name. And you can see a worry Arab for, and you can see a worry Indians for. So, where you lost na young pony, my say, young Israelites, you didn't ask them sooner. You been young share for young pony. Now, first, you bet change if you are so more as now. So, to where you are some young pony, my and the loss and the young pony, my saying this, and you can see a worry other nations, no.
Verse 5. Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you, and destroy thee suddenly.
So now upon this year worry other nations now. Or other nations no between yen efu onu Nyankopon ho akomo omo Nyankopon ho. So they say amefa say wo Ghana ni ko worry akwasibroni a. Akwasibroni no ono na ye dey obetete oma na afi so obetimi atwe wo wafiri wo Israelite na wo Ghana ni na ye Israelite ni no obetimi atwe wo wafiri Nyankopon asem ho. Because Nyankopon asem say ni kwa say worry akwasibroni. Ni kwa say worry other nations no. In so kwa worry akwasibroni a ono Nyankopon na ye dey obemu aso. Sounds na yenya Ghana form ma mo worry other nations na sounds no mutimi atwe mo afiri Nyankopon asem ho. Enti na Bible say ni kwa say worry other nations no. We are Israelite, we are Ghana na ye Israelite ni. So worry Israelite ni. O hwe Asante for America na Asante for yang tete no ni en worry other yan worry obi onya Asante ni. I didn't because you know say sa law we no Yen says our law we know a yadi so the omudiso. And then Asante for before no yen worry other tribes. Even now no crano. Asante for parents who wanna quarry a obionye advance on your Santini idol or Montprint. That's all why will be your Santini, and that's all why will be free I can't tribe. So, but and I'm saying Israelite for Nintino. Where ye no my the yen and no munim sound no more because it's no yen and no munim Bible so munim so. No munim some na Israelites. But ebia ene de bebre Ghana for bebre Israelite for. Enya Asante for kwa na Israel. Ghana for so me Israelite for. So until you can see worry other nations. No say you worry yen. Because worry Chinese na dey no di worry dog. Odi krama odi no man hunting. So send no man other nations no mudi nyina Bible ni say Bible ni say Bible ni say you can see dey ye dis no man nyina. And you can see repreko other nations some repreko. Other nations are more frog. Other nations are more winipa. Start and we are no mudding unclean and you are the Bible is saying quasi. In so correct other nations are more design and you are in shrimp, or more shrimp, or more lobster. Send an in way and you won't see a Bible is saying the new quasi. So until more better is like nephew, Yankopon, Edo Marco, or Moon Yankopon. Yen the entire Bible is saying you can see a worry other nations. No, young call verse 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So Bible nature saying ye Israelites ni nipa ye stronko and as ye hote as other nations ni na.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So Nyankopon choose ye Israelite no. Said ye be any person kwa mo no Nyankopɔn because Nyankopɔn bo nipa nyina no o jusu yen Israelites no ono de na asem ema ye nti na asem no na emeye any person kon say other nations ni nyina
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So nti Nyankopɔn bo ewiase no o jusu yen Israelites no nti yen Israelites ni ye nipa ye the most kon say any other nations no because na asem we na ekuta yen na say ewiase nyina fi say omo kan John 3:16 na we say John 3:16 e kama ewiase nyina but John 3:16 en kama ewiase nyina so Nyankopɔn asem we no or the my young Israelites name kwa wan fa ma ewiase nyina enti na ye kan Psalms chapter 147 verse 19 and 20 no Nyankopɔn say na asem we no or the my young Israelites name kwa oni wan fa ma other nations no I hope so what you say Bible next year say ni kwan say ye worry other nations enti se ya no yen hwe say ye nananom no ye nananom tete ne nananom omo worry other nations na so omo worry omo amo they say because Genesis chapter 24 verse 3 me ahwe de yenana Abraham Isaac omo nyina omo ye so yenana Jacob Isaac Jacob yen hwe de omo so ye so omo worry other nations na so omo worry other nations no.
The book of Genesis chapter 24 verse 3. And I will make thee swear by the Lord, the God of heaven and the God of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto the son of the daughters of the Canaanites.
Let's start from verse 1.
Genesis chapter 24 verse 1. And Abraham was old and well stricken in age. The Lord had blessed Abraham in all things. And Abraham said unto his eldest servant of his house, that ruled over all he had, Put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh.
So until you are Abraham. So Abraham or Isaac and Ishmael. But in Shano, now put him Isaac, and then Isaac so about Jacob, and about yen 12 tribes. So, and now Ponka we and command now upon in the 7 need said, Fansa etomit me say so, the answer as some share the servant no.
And I will make thee swear by the Lord, the God of heaven and the God of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son. That thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell.
So, and see, Abraham ekachu and the servant and say, me say me pe re Emma me ba Isaac. And see, Abraham got you and the servant and said, me so other was sat to me says na oswe na kase. On fa oba o me other nations na Canaanites no me the me Africans. And you can say me so be fa oba o me Africans ama me ba Isaac.
But thou shalt go unto my countries, and to my kindred.
Say that again.
But thou shalt go unto my country and to my kindred, and take a wife unto my son Isaac.
So unto Abraham ekache and the servant and said, me say obefa other nations man ama me ba Isaac ama na worry. Me say okomia me baby me free. No akọ mebusuamu. No kope oba a ofri mebusuama de ama me ba Isaac. So unto Abraham ye na nanum say interracial marriage no enya de onu Nyankopon na nje ho. Enti na Abraham ekache and the servant and say me be say okọ mebusuam na kope oba ema me ba Isaac. Me be say obepe oba me Africans na de ama me ba Isaac. And see, yes, Genesis chapter 28 verse 1. Yen heard Isaac also here.
The book of Genesis chapter 28 verse 1. And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him and said unto him, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan.
So, and see, even na Isaac crying on him say, and Nyankopon mra se ni kwan se worry other nations. And the son of Kache Jacob say me be se obekọ no go fa other nations man no worry om. Yenko Genesis 27 verse 46. Ni ahwe asema Rebecca kan.
The book of Genesis chapter 27 verse 46. And Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life, because the daughters of Heth. If Jacob take a wife of the daughters of Heth, such as these which are of the daughters of the land, what good shall my life do to me?
As I said before, my Rebecca said, "Some me back worry other nations na minim die meye." Sana Rebecca can share Jacob said, "Some me back Isaac me back Jacob worry other nations na minim die me life ebeye." So until na no man no omusu nyanim say, "Nyankopon say ni kwan say worry other nations no." Until yanko back to Genesis chapter 28 verse 1 and 2.
Genesis chapter 28 verse 1. And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him and said unto him, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. Arise, go to Padanaram, to the house of Bethuel, thy mother's father, and take thee a wife from thence of the daughters of Laban's, thy mother's brother.
So, and see, Jacob catch Isaac say, me so by worry other nations, no. It's all called Omami Ebusium, na de ko fa oba ho. So until yena no be anim say ni kwase worry other nations. So until yena de Ghana for mu bevu se Nyankopon asem na twa Nyankopon asem ni twa because so kai say kan Malachi chapter 3 verse 6 no say odi Nyankopon on se sada. So but yen Israelites no so enya de yase ashe. So until say yasenshi de na say ye shase di Nyankopon asem so because o Ghana no ko worry America nyina and no nche bibia say o chen nipa o chen yen Ghana for na say o chen ewiase yen Israelites no. And you know me now, they about so. They say in Tobit chapter 4 verse. They say because Tobit chapter 4 verse 12. Our apocrypha.
The book of Tobit, chapter 4 verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son.
I don't know. Tobit they're catching about Tobiah said, beware of whoredom, because all worry other nations now. Oh, you whoredom. You Jamaican Bible is saying going to worry other nations no.
Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
So the Bible, Tobit, I catch about Tobiah said, men worry other nations, so worry other nations now. A whoredom now over there, all committee. But so worry about free Ebusium.
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife.
So, but Tobit catching about Tobiah said, men go fight a strange woman other nations no. So for other nations now o worry o ma e ye hodom e ye boni aye de o ye tie Nyankopon.
And take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe.
Wait, say that again.
And take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe.
So until Tobit catching about Tobiah said, men go for oba de on free Ebusuam en worry no.
For we are the children of the prophets.
Wait, say that again.
For we are the children of the prophets.
So yeah, Israelites, we are the children of the prophets. Okay, say kind what Deuteronomy chapter 7 say, Bible say you holy people. You want to ese nipo mo asase so na.
For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their kindred.
Wait, say that again.
Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred.
So until Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, worry other nations.
And were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land.
So until what kind of Bible now? Bible literally say assassin we are saying Nyankopon boy na Obama ye Israelites nko. So until Nyankopon say nkwasi ye worry other nations no. And Kenya Israelites na anka assassin we are so any has say. Ye Israelites ni Nyankopon de ebo bibia. Until Nyankopon say nkwasi ye worry other nations because ye Israelites ni ye honte. You say because Deuteronomy chapter 14 verse 2. Ni atwe asema Bible ne kafa ye Israelites no.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 verse 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all nations that are upon the earth.
So, what kind of Bible ni na Bible no church only Nyankopon you see here Israelites and say be ni pastor nkokra wo wiase wem. So ye be nipa ye hote ese ewiase mo any nipa mo asase so nyina. Interracial marriage boni anase enye boni nti call 1 John chapter 3 verse 4.
1 John chapter 3 verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
Se ka se boni asese say Bible no church say boni ne say undi Nyankopon asem so. Eso kai say ye kan Bible no Bible ni church say oni Nyankopon asem no ne ma asem no o de man ye Israelites ne nko a. Enti say ye ndi na asem no so a ye boni e de ye tia oni Nyankopon. You can kind Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. The Bible literally say verse 3 and 4 and 6. The Bible literally say any can see a worry other nations. No, where you embra Nyankopon de edemaye. And this all your Israelite ni na say o worry other nations na e ye boni aye de o ye tie Nyankopon. You see Matthew chapter 22 verse 39. Ni ahwe say o worry other nations na I dey na all patchere.
The book of Matthew chapter 22 verse 39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So the Bible in church say, commandments me no Nyankopon dem Yesu kan no and say, command baba ko ne say wo de akoma ene wo hodi nyina de obedo no Nyankopon. Na afi so e de wo de obedo unya te say ho. So Bible ka so do unya te say ho a de na wo ya e kire so do unya te say ho. Ebi ne say obeware unya ofi 12 tribe of Israel no ko ware other nations no. So say o ko ware other nations now o pa che say o do unya te say ho. Because o do unya obeware unya mo fi 12 tribe of Israel. We are Ghanaian yanko ware Akasibro ni. We are Ghanaian yanko ware Chinese ni. We are Ghanaian yanko ware Indian ni. We are Ghanaian yanko ware Africans for. So and then the chest udonya is so worry among your tribes. And you pass worry other nations. You so worry other nations now. O pa chest undo unya to sell. We so your bonny then ye tia nyango ye tia nyango so worry other nations now. 1 John chapter 3 verse 15. Me hwe asema and so account.
1 John chapter 3 verse 15. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer.
Bible says obia o tan unia bia no o ye murderer o ye wodifo. You see as correct other nations now. Ondo unia te se ho. So ondo unia te se ho a o tan unia. Because ultimately ka se odo unia about correct other nations. Ultimately ka se o Ghana ni ba odo unia no correct Akosibro no correct Chinese ni. Ondo unia te se ho. Enti Bible says ondo unia e ye tan a e de e wo akomam e ma unia mo. Enti say at Satan na wo mu no and also correct other nations. The Bible no e say o ye murderer o ye wodifo. Bible ni sini kwa say worry other nations no. Because who are you of future 12 tribe now, and then the church will neighbor as yourself. But so worry other nations now. What church will do neighbor as yourself? And a time. This is so Bible say a time which means a murderer. Bible for a murderer. You would do for.
1 John chapter 3 verse 15. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him.
So the Bible me say. O worry other nations now. Ondo unya te sell ho. So ondo unya te sell ho a time na wo ma unya no. And the Bible no so chere say obi a wo time ma unya bia no o ye murderer, o ye wodifo. And na wodifo so Nyankopon asa Yesu ahine na e ba wasase so no unya bi so entra. So inside interracial marriage the Bible no me yati assess ni kwan say worry other nations. So worry other nations na e boni a wo ye de o ye tie Nyankopon. Yanke examples na Bible yanke say so correct other nations na ye boni anasa nya boni yanko Nehemiah chapter 13 verse 23.
The book of Nehemiah chapter 13 verse 23. In those days I also saw Jews that married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab.
So unto Nehemiah ka say Samuel yena na no mo de yena na no correct e ma omunye Israelite for e ma omi other nations Africans for Chinese for Japanese for
And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people.
So unto Nehemiah I say, yena na no correct other nations no, Emma no, na omo ma e de intimi kan ye Hebrew, ye Jews for ye Hebrew kasa no, no mo kan other omo mame other nations ne kasa. I didn't tell because oba na e de etiti akora. They say as o Ghana ni be ma correct Akosibro ni a Obana na beche Obana kasa. Obana beche Obana English. Onche Obana Twi. Sanse na wo ye bema na kware Chinese ni a Obana na beche ye de Obana Chinese. Obeche ne kasa. So onti South America no na ye na nanu ma ye de akware other nations na ye other omo ma no. Omo ntimi kan ye Hebrew kasa no.
Verse 25. And I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by God, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves.
So, and the Bible na church say, Amra, Nehemiah who say na no call other nations ne emano. Ni bufu omo. And no shall say the 82 ebi munyi. And no catch omo so omo kantam say, omo fa other nations emma no emma and also more for mama emma other nations no worry So until yena no munim say eso mu oyeden eni kwa so omo yesa by now so mo end nyankopon asem no omo sha say e worry other nations no.
Verse 26. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things?
Wait, say that again.
Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things?
So until Bible no Nehemiah e catch na nanom say no ma mo ye no ma ko worry other nations no. We ye boni a ye na King Solomon or ye tie nyankopon.
Yet among many nations there was no king like him, who was beloved of his God. And God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin.
Yeah, because King Solomon or other nations no. What kind the book of 1 Kings chapter 11 now? Or other nations no, or shall say temples emma or more man, and or shall say the esum or more emano enyankopon. So until omo emano kowari omo other nations man King Solomon e kowari omo no. Omo King Solomon e for no nyankopon ho. So look at see you can Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 4 no. E try say you kowari other nations man na omo e de omo twen e firi nyankopon ho. So until we ye ade boni an King Solomon e de o ye tie nyankopon because kowari other nations no. And other nations e man e de e twe ono free or omo twen King Solomon e for no nyankopon. And King Solomon e de King Solomon esha ase sum nyankopon foforo e kan ono nyankopon. But o kan Bible na yanko Exodus. Near has my Bible ne kan 20 yes Exodus chapter 20 verse 5.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I the Lord am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
So until Bible no church say nyankopon church say enikwan se sum onu nyankopon bia e ka onu nyankopon ho. Enti nyankopon empese yen Israelites ni ye ba worry other nations no. Because nyankopon chiche wi as no. Ojiche yen enipa mu no or the obi nyankopon ema other nations no. But yen Israelites no, yen nyankopon ni hwan, onu nyankopon bo so ni asase. So, enti nia other nations ni yen na na de, emosom se no omosum. E bia we fi se mo boy enko Psalm chapter 96 verse 5.
Book of Psalms chapter 96 verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
Wait, read that again.
For all the gods of the nations are idols.
So other nations ni no mo nyankopon nya idols. E bosom. She Arab Islam and as a Muslim and as Arabs. Omo nyankopon ye wan. Chinese for omo nyankopon ye wan. E Buddha. Indians for omo nyankopon ye wan. E Krishna. Akwasibro no on nyankopon anyone. Ni nyankopon is science. So, and the other nations, nyankopon che other nations ni na no. Nyankopon che other nations no, omo bia enyankopon no, other nations omo nyankopon nya de idols because omo nyankopon no mutimi nya de yen nyankopon ye no. Omo nyankopon timi moso ni asase. Akwasibro ni nyankopon, akwasibro ni science, on timi moso ni asase. Chinese ni any Buddha on timi moso ni asase. So, and the other nations no, omo nyankopon ye de, omo nyankopon nya idols.
For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens.
So until yen nyankopon e de obo so ni asase. So until nyankopon be se be som nyankopon bia aka onu nyankopon because other nations nyankopon ni na de idols. Science idols. Buddha idols. Islam idols. Christianity idols. Nyankopon for any onu nyankopon. Nyankopon am my religion or my laws and commandments say keep. And say yanko Nehemiah chapter 13 verse 26. Because they say one will say other nations don't nyankopon na de idols Muslim bosom nyankopon and other nations ni na nyankopon de Muslim say omo nyankopon omo timi nya de yen nyankopon so until nyankopon say ni kwan say some any other nations e kan no any kwan say some other nyankopon bia e kan no. And then nyankopon say ni kwan say ye worry other nations because we ko worry other nations na obe some omo nyankopon sa na King Solomon e don so ye the men can say we ko worry other nations sa on so omo nyankopon ye dey have some omo nyankopon because in duane abedi kra no obe some omo nyankopon.
The book of Nehemiah chapter 13 verse 26. Did not Solomon king of Israel sin by these things? Yet among many nations there was no king like him, who was beloved of his God, and God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin. Shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil? to transgress against our God in marrying strange wives?
So and even King Solomon kwano ono so boni a King Solomon eyetie Nyankopon and say ono so ko worry other nations man and other nations e man na yedin e twen ono King Solomon efe ono Nyankopon King Solomon wan sum Nyankopon ha yeso sum Nyankopon o sha se sum emosum sem so ti we ya any asema we ya asema ne ma e ka che na nanom say munim say nia mo ye no sanso na King Solomon so eye etie Nyankopon e boni a King Solomon eye tie Nyankopon ni kwa say ye worry other nations so o worry other nations na e boni a de o ye tie Nyankopon in see call first Ezra e wo apocrypha chapter 8 verse 68.
The book of 1 Ezra chapter 8 verse 68. Now these things were done, the rulers came to me and said, the nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit, the Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, and the Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites.
So, and to Bible nature said, other nations, and you can see more a because other nations no more buy and why the only Nyankopon for neighbor. Samuel and Ezra catch said, Yana say, Levites no so and they almost worry other nations nessa. So more worry other nations in man. A man on Israelites, none Levites no worry omo. So ko worry omo no de born in there, a buy Israelites or anymore.
For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land.
So I didn't know Nehemiah ka say nam ko worry other nations no omo holy seed no there. I mix it with I mix it with strangers no because young Israelites no can say a kind Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6 no Bible is saying your holy people meaning ye nipa yes from concern other nations no. So and near free mu ba no ade e ho te obema o seed na free mu ba no ade e ho te any can say o de ma other nations no sans no o Israelite ni ba Nyankopon bo no obody nyai de ade e Israelite ni be ma de enye for other nations no nti say wo ba no only other nations ni ko ba why de na ye holy no wa ma other nations na de asay no so until the Bible is saying can say why other nations because here Israelites no ye nipa ye sonko say any other nations e wo wi asuri.
For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land. And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have partakers of this iniquity.
So, anti o worry other nations na e bonya de wo ye tie Nyankopon. Sanso na nanom na de o so koye. So, abanya Nyankopon de laws ne man na no ka chom sin kwa se mo worry other nations no because mo worry other nations na e bonya mo ye tie Nyankopon. Adentin na ye bone because other nations no mo be twom mo Israelite na fi onu Nyankopon ho amoma ko so Nyankopon ofro. So, what kind Bible na sa na no mo worry other nations na other nations na e twen omo free Nyankopon no mo sha se ye bosom sem. Na fi Nyankopon asoma other nations ama omo be se ye ko enko asom mu. Entin na Bible ni say say worry other nations. We Israelite ni ba. Any can say worry other nations. No, you Israelite ni be man. Any can say worry other nations. I saw worry within the 12 tribes. I call Ezra Bible. Me a share. I sound so Ezra so kind of Bible. You call Ezra chapter 10 verse 1.
The book of Ezra chapter 10 verse 1. Now when Ezra had prayed, and when he had confessed, weeping and casting himself down before the house of God, there assembled unto him out of Israel a very great congregation of men and women and children, for the people wept very sore. And Shechaniah, the son of Jehiel, of the sons of Elam, answered and said unto Ezra, We have trespassed against our God, and have taken strange wives of the people of the land. Yet now there is hope in Israel concerning this thing.
So, anti, you know about call Ezra on a na Ezra and ne raho, na Ezra ne raho. Why don't you know raho? Not ya worry other nations, the man. But what kind Bible? And Bible is saying you can say that you worry other nations, no. So, until where you're born here and anom there, almost say that we tie Nyankopon because we worry other nations. Now you're born here that we tie Nyankopon.
Now therefore, let us make a covenant with our God to put away all the wives and such as are born of them, according to the counsel of my Lord, and of those that tremble at the commandment of our God, let it be done according to the law.
So, until you know what chance nam ka say, say ye pamo e mana other nations na akoware omo ye pamo omo ene omo manyina de efri ye nchen.
Arise, for this matter belongeth unto thee. We will also be with thee. Be of good courage, and do it. Then arose Ezra and made the chief priests, Levites, and all Israel to swear that they should do according to this word.
So Ezra ye brother bako catch Ezra says senior be say ye no. Na so o ka say ye nyesa ye bi do achine de ye no. Ezra any echo elders no any Levites no. Echo ka say senior be say moye de moye.
Then Ezra rose up from before the house of God and went into the chamber of Johanan, the son of Eliashib, and when he came hither, he did eat no bread nor drink water, for he mourned because of the transgression of them that had been carried away.
So, and because say, oh, you worry other nations na your bonny idea, you eating young because Bible say ye Israelites ye nipa ye hote. O she ye situation na ene de ye woman e bonny aye yentia ena e den. A ho che o Ghana. Your bonny intina Ghana ye ho che, your bonny intina intimi ndo ye nya te say because o do nya te say ho a ade na ntimi ko worry other nation. Ade na ntia utimi fa unia Israel ni echi na ko worry akwasibu na ko worry Chinese ni. Ade ntia because on do nya te say ho time unia.
And they made proclamation throughout Judah and through Jerusalem unto all the children of the captivity that they should gather themselves together unto Jerusalem.
And Ezra Emma yegada Israelites nina.
And whosoever would not come within 3 days, according to the counsel of the princes and the elders, all his substance shall be forfeited, and himself separated from the congregation of those that had been carried away.
So until Ezra catch yana say, what worry other nations now? Wa ye be pamo free Israelite ko abusuanim na afi so wajapade bia ye wo no ye be je firi nsem. So until we are there na ehu ade a Ezra de si wo say ye because say ye worry other nations that ye boni e de ye tie Nyankopon Bible say boni akatua ne de ani owu. So until say ye Israelite na ye boni a Nyankopon de etwe aso or de ye konko aso mu.
Then all the men of Judah and Benjamin gathered themselves together unto Jerusalem within 3 days. It was the 9th month, on the 20th day of the month, and all the people were in the street of the house of God, trembling because of this matter, and for great rain. And Ezra the priest stood up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed, and ye have strange wives, to increase the transgress of Israel, the trespass of Israel.
So until Ezra catch and another say, Mo ye boni na bese mo masako fa other nations e ma na our realm. Where ye boni bebrae de mo ye tie Nyankopon.
Now therefore make confession unto the Lord God of your fathers, and do his pleasure, and separate yourselves from the people of the land, and from the strange wives. So until Ezra catch and another say, ese mo free other nations e ma no. So until say what we are gonna know our akwasibroni a ese otimi otwe mo free akwasibro no we are gonna need be ma no kwa other nations na. What are you be Israelite near? That's what king who free sa and go for no. So Bible entries in you say worry other nations no. So what's your Bible now? Yeah, no, all the time, yeah, young consumer private culture almost say, as so much free other nations, a man, because they are born here, or more yet in young popon. So I said, the young consumer prophet say, young country must say, other nations, man, other nations now young Ghana for your warrior, as he accused your who free or more. So until Bible no me as I say, and you can say interracial marriage, and you can say worry other nations. Bible no and my home can say, we Israelite near, as so worry other nations, and you can say worry other nations no. Bible no says, yes, they unya to sell, so do unya to sell why they. Uber worry obia or yonia. We are gonna near by unya gonna know Israelite ni. And also by worry and Israelite near office out short tribes name. Omumu number worry, worry akosibu, no worry Chinese, no worry Russia for, worry Indians for. So who worry other nations now Bible nature say they all time or now is all time unya on donia. And the Bible nature says so what time unya Bible say we a murderer, or you'll be a deal. And after so be a deal was soon to me young point in it, it be so. So it is and there's a Ghana for we are gonna know our we him so you're gonna know Israelite, no worry other nations, what worry Africans. What worry Akasibu, no worry Chinese, no worry Indian, what worry will be on your Ghana near, so to me shall say true free, send it back on. What kind of Bible in Bible no
all the prophets obia Kejetia interracial marriage. And you can say worry other nations. Obi beka say, oh, Abraham worry Egyptians, no. But when you Abraham into him worry other nations. Wait, and also be obeka say, oh, Moses worry Egyptians. But when you Moses into him say, oh, you Moses worry other nations. Because keep in mind, say at that time, no, Moses worry Egyptians for no. At that time, no, young Israelites near one kwasumu. And after so Moses was just free Egypt, or just free Egypt. And it's Satan no Israelite a man onye a man ni baby a only Moses or find money be our nente there said or worry other nations no. But here are some Nyankopon ekafa say I can't Moses ekafa Moses ni Abraham. So obi ho say oh Abraham and I say Moses worry other nations nte okay semes me worry other nations no. But omo de na yesronko. Eno ma eto Abraham na eno ma eto Moses no eno ma yesronko. And to me also Abraham and also Moses to bet me worry other nations. Yanko Romans chapter 9 verse 15.
The book of Romans chapter 9 verse 15. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
And so Nyankopon decided to say, near Moses no boni and I say nyamboni. Sans na Nyankopon decided to say, near Abraham no Egyptian or bankoda and boni and I say nyamboni. So, but the enemy say, "Unye Abraham na unye Moses." And to me say, "Okay, other nations because Moses yes and Abraham so yes sir." Nyankopon so obehu nia obese ohu ne mobo no Nyankopon ne behu obehu nsa nipa ne mobo. Nti ya say odi to adu say Bible na try say ni kwan say worry other nations. Nia Moses ene Abraham ye no eye ade so nkon Nyankopon e ma ho kwan say yes so mo yes sir. Benet ene do hwe wi asema no nyina who Israelites for your baby and ntimi ka say baby a won Israelite ni bani wa unya bi nware and I say baby a won Israelite be mani wa unya mani bi enware uni excuse this year Bible no you can Bible no Bible na try say ni kwan say worry other nations no Nyankopon e ma ho kwan say Israelites say worry other nations na say worry obi a of free 12 tribe of Israel no emu ene say ye worry free ni kwan say worry other nations because ye Israelites ni nipa sonko ye chen Nyankopon boy Yampon boy say ni person ko chen ewiase ama no ewiase enipa omo asase asusu nyina enti Nyankopon de wode na asem emaye won fa ma ewiase nyina enti yanko Acts chapter 3 verse 19 yen ha asem a Bible ne ka
The book of Acts chapter 3 verse 19. Repent ye therefore and be ye converted, that your sins may be blotted out, of when the times of refreshing shall come from the presence of the Lord.
So the emphasis is here what worry akwasi broni and that's worry other nations no. Oti Nyankopon asem we e de na eso ye Bible say eso sesan efi bone ho. E de na bebo amo asesen efi bone ho. Yenko Psalm chapter 19 verse 3. Ni hwe ade a bitimi aboa amo aye de watwe ho afi bone ho.
The book of Psalms chapter 19 verse 3.
Verse 7.
Verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
So until Nyankopon asem na dey betimi aboa amo asesen afi bone ho. So na Nyankopon de obone acho. So ene de yesu ene de ye kire say Nyankopon se ni kwan say worry other nations no. Until uti Nyankopon asem we ne mra asem nes uti Nyankopon emra asem no say ni kwan say worry other nations na. Ene na beba boa de amo atwe ho afi bone ho. So worry other nations na ene beba boa amo atimi atwe ho afi bone ho because it's just worry other nations now Bible say ni kwan say worry other nations no e dey enti so twe ho free nipa no akọ worry ne ho and ade betimi abo am side dey Nyankopon asem no so e bia be say oh akwasi broni omo mema ye na say akwasi broni ba enti makọ worry on na Chinese for na ominia ma Ghana for me Paul mo enti makọ worry other nations no but you hear the Bible ne kan because Bible ne say ni kwan say worry other nations no. So you Israelites now oh doing say so worry possible na worry other nations now. You heard the Bible neka.
The book of Revelation chapter 18 verse 4. And I have heard a voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, and that ye be not partakers of her sin.
Yes, we catch a Johnson. On can say yes, ye twen free other nations no because the other nations need na e boni e do mu yeti Nyankopon. So because they see as the other nations need no omu no mu say ebony ba ye ko bia ebony e de ye tie Nyankopon because Nyankopon wan fa ne mran say na ma other nations or the my Israelites no Nsi say akwasi broni akwaware Chinese ni na we say oh oso betimi akwaware Chinese ni a wo koye say ye bone a wo ye tie Nyankopon enti Nyankopon say dey ye say ye twe ye ho free other nations no sane a amo bone ye na ye anya bi.
Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
So and because o kind Bible na Bible in church say akwasi broni any other nations omo bone omo ye omo ye nyina no Nyankopon dey e be twe omo so because omo bone omo ye nti na yes just Israelites ni say yesu eso eye. So the Bible in church say ye twe wo free other nations no. Sane ya anya de omo ye omo Christmas omo ye omo interracial marriage yes ye twe omo free omo ho. Sane yesu yankwa yes anu no anya nti Nyankopon. This here yanko Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1. Ni yanka asema Bible neka.
The book of Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Because Oshe area say we now, right? Other nations no be no pay yasem. Other nations no be no pay Ghana for asem. Other nations no be no pay Israelites nasem. So obi say oh other nations no pay yasem, but other nations no pay yasem under Ghana still you go you cool, but other nations no boy. Almost say no money nyina dey ekọ mu krom. But na yen Ghana for your ho trade. So other nations no mo pay yasem. And the Bible church say dem yes ye treat your ho free other nations no dey yen Israelites na yen ho bom. Because other nations no mo pay yasem. So they say no what mo say so twe ho free other nations no. So ye nyina ken ho bom no. E dey na ye say ye. Because they say am ye sure so you ba ko wo kun ya kwasiboni na ye oye akwasiboni na other nations no. So until dey na ye say ye right now. You see, Tobit, chapter 4, verse 13.
The book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 13. Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, and the sons of and daughters of thy people, in not taking a wife of them. For in pride is destruction and much trouble, and lewdness is the decay of great want. For lewdness is a mother of famine.
So in the Bible, nature said, they say almost in young person, say you can say they you worry other nations no. They say almost worry other nations now. I say they shall say true free other nations man when I say man no. Now if you so back me nyina the Israelites near king who boom. It's so bad nyina king who boom and after ye they shall say e worry ho. Ya shall say king who boom. Ya shall say no man e boy yen nation no. So you see an idea trade they say you can say Israelites near they worry other nations no. So until so worry other nations now. I said the open who free other nations no. Now worry unia or ye Israelite ni. I hope say no man any day ye share no. What ya say now person what question be there no man beto video no so what question be me afraid ye be answer ye the Bible no be answer.
Shalom brothers and shalom sisters. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. As many of you are finding out, Christianity has destroyed our people. For the past 400 years, we have been indoctrinated in lies. Those lies of Christianity have not benefited our people in the least bit. Many of you know this. So, like Christ said in John chapter 3, verse 3, he said, except ye be born again, you shall not inherit the kingdom of heaven. So in order to inherit the kingdom of heaven, which shall be established on earth, you must be born again. What does that mean? Many of you always quote that, but you don't understand what that means. When you go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 14, verse 34, Ezra said, therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding, meaning subdue all that you have learned here in Babylon the Great, it says, and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive. What does that mean? Meaning you must be taught all over again, taught your nationality, taught why it is that we as a people went into slavery here in America. Who are we? What is the mystery of why this country, these nations have changed our nationality? We here at Israel United in Christ, we have classes 7 days a week, 3 times a day. All for what? For your learning, for your edification. You will learn things never taught to you before. You will learn history. You will learn prophecy. And more importantly, you will learn the dynamics of what you need today to survive as a people. 1/3 of Israel is prophesied to repent of their sins and come into this truth. So now we need you, brothers and sisters. Come, join us here at IsraelUnite.org. Go to our online classes and register. This is for you. This is for the redemption of the 12 tribes of Israel, brothers and sisters. I hope you understand that. Isaiah chapter 62 verse 6 says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent. And brothers and sisters, we are not keeping silence. So come join us. Help us build this truth. Donate to us so that we can keep this truth on and on. Push it forward. Help us get this gospel out. Because Christ said, when this gospel is taught throughout the earth, then shall the end come. So with that, brothers and sisters, we say shalom.